I've now made it to my mission to teach what I learned so that others don't have to experience it. And I'm not exaggerating at all. So if you know me, you know I have some pretty serious health conditions. I have a condition called Crohn's disease, but then there's like a branch of a lot of different conditions. And at one point in my life, I was in the ICU for exactly 92 days, of which um, most of that I spent flat on my back. Literally, they couldn't even hoist the bed up because if they would even put the bed up, it would be too much pressure on my heart. My heart rate would spike to 180. So I was flat, couldn't get out of bed, didn't walk, didn't use my legs, nothing. And I got to a point where they said, hey, if we don't do this surgery, he's definitely going to die. But if we do the surgery, it's 50-50. He's too weak. We don't know if he'll wake up. It's a really serious surgery. It's 10 hours. Okay, so, um, I was getting 2 pints of blood a day to keep me alive because I was bleeding internally so much. So I was in a really rough spot. Went through the surgery. It was one of the roughest things I've ever done. Woke up from it. And thank God, whatever. I went on, they had to send me to my parents' house. I was in the basement. My parents had to make a makeshift hospital. I couldn't walk. I had to go through physical therapy to walk again. For 3 months, I didn't use my legs. So if you don't use it, you lose it, right? And I felt like an astronaut. Like I just couldn't walk. So a lot of issues, nursed myself back. My parents were awesome. My family was amazing. It took me 6 weeks to be able to walk up the steps to get to the main floor. And I promise I'm getting somewhere with this, guys. Only 6 months after that, I had to go back, got readmitted to the hospital, had to have another major surgery. Only 6 weeks after the second surgery, readmitted back to the hospital, had to have a third surgery. That year of my life was pretty tough. And I am looking you dead in the eyes, and I'm telling you, being investigated by the FTC for the 18 months, dealing with that issue, was at least twice as hard as the year I went through that I explained earlier.